Paramshanti, a warm welcome to everyone in our beloved Bapuji's channel. This video is in continuation to the Secrets of Karma Part 1. Anantji is now starting the conversation. Bapuji, earlier you explained about karma as actions like working or doing something, speech or thoughts like feelings or intentions, etc. Now, Bapuji, would you explain in depth about infinitesimal subtle state of karma or sukshma state of karma? Bapuji is answering, speech, action and thoughts are just general fundamentals in theory of karma. Now, I will explain you the literal aspect of karma or the secrets of deep motion of karma. The fruit of accumulated karma comes in front of you even after many births. For example, someone killed a person in the past and then that person comes in front of him with a revolver, then the knowledgeable person would understand that this is the result of his own sins. He would know his own bikarma has come in front of him. He would experience that the heap of trouble has come into his life due to his own actions. Anantji is asking, Bapuji, I have a question related to it. Whenever we are in misery or sorrow, should we understand that this is the result of our karma? Whatever the result may come, are we solely responsible for that? Should we be afraid of our karma and its fruit? Or should we rebel against it? Or should we accept it? Bapuji is answering, the results of the karma will come to the respective soul only who has done it. Everyone gets the fruit of their own karma. No one gets the result of anybody else's karma. Anantji is saying, that's better. God has well developed the system of karma. Bapuji is saying, it is the nature of soul, not designed by Supreme Soul. Supreme Soul or Paramatma created Faristas. There were only Faristas in our Brahmand, that is, our solar system. Then they gradually became deities due to loss in power. Deities then further degraded to become human beings. Further, there was downfall, and the souls reached 550 million narak or hells. Earlier in our Brahman, there were no earth, sun or moon. There were stars high above. One star means one Brahmand, that is solar system. But the theory of karma was not made by Paramatma. At the time of creation, Paramatma Shiva, the Supreme Soul, never thought that Faristas would degrade further and further and became humans, animals or stone-like state. When the state of souls degrades badly and the sins and the negativity dominate earth, then the Supreme Power, Supreme Soul incarnates on earth and comes in the cycle of birth and death for the protection of sages and saints and righteousness. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirbhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadhatmanam srijamyaham. Lord Sri Krishna said in Gita, whenever there is a decline in righteousness and an increase in unrighteousness, O Arjuna, at that time I manifest myself on earth. So, human souls at least should have this knowledge and understanding that your suffering and the trouble in front of you is due to your own sins or bikarma. It's not only about knowledge, but it's the common sense that you reap what you sow. Anandji is saying, so no one should be blamed for the result of one's karma. Usually, people blame others for their sufferings. Bapuji is saying, I have seen that Tamopradhan soul, whose state is not pure, they blame God for their misery. But they never recall God when they are happy. Anantji is saying, yes, but at that point their ego comes in front of them. Bapuji, what if the person has committed the sins unintentionally? How one should repent for that? Bapuji is answering, the capacity to understand the knowledge is different in different individuals. For example, Brahman has more knowledge than Shudra. There is big difference in the capacity of understanding the knowledge between Brahman and Shudra. Upon performing the same karma, it gets recorded on soul as per their capacity of knowledge. So, Brahmins repay for their sins 4 times or even multiple times, whereas Shudra will repay less, as they are not spiritually knowledgeable. But they will still get the punishment. If an animal does any act, does it get punishment? It doesn't get punishment like human beings, but still comes in the bondages of karma gradually, even though the punishment is less. They gradually lose the cells of their soul and take the body with lesser cells and eventually become unicellular organisms like amoeba. Due to the bondage of karma, the soul comes in the cycle of birth and death in different animal life forms, or so-called 84 lakhs yoni to repay it. So, when the result of bondage of karma comes forward, we need to remember Almighty God, the Supreme Authority, and ask Him to give us the power to destroy all those negative karmic bondages or bikarma. Anantji is asking, Bapuji, karma's ideology says that God exists. Therefore, which karmas should a soul perform to attain the ultimate God? Bapuji is answering, in order to attain the Almighty Authority, first we need to understand Him. First, know and analyze that Almighty Authority, that ultimate God, is the creator of the infinite solar systems, or Brahmans. There is only one supreme ultimate for all the infinite universes and creations. Make yourself open-minded and go beyond caste, creed, and religion. If you come under the influence of caste, creed, or religion, then you will be trapped in the cycle of 84 lakhs animal life forms, or 8.4 million animal life forms. Therefore, think high, think big, and think positive. When you think positively, your vibrations will change. It will create positive vibrations. Slowly, your positive vibrations and your goodness will take you towards the attainment of divine supreme knowledge. The soul will seek the supreme knowledge, the knowledge of soul and supreme soul. They will be in search of soul enlightenment. They will be curious to know, who am I? They will wander in different spiritual institutes for self-realization. Then the soul will experience soul conscious stage. The soul will finally get supreme knowledge. In the process of seeking knowledge, some will get the knowledge of Shiva, some will understand the knowledge of Mahashiva, some will attain Param Mahashiva, and so on. They will come across different theories and knowledge. But if the soul has pure thoughts, high aim, want to be free from the cycle of birth and death, want to be free from the bondage of karmas, want to attain mukti or jivan mukti, then their recurring thoughts make vibrations. These vibrations create golden cosmic aura in the environment. Gradually it turns to white aura. Then somehow they are able to reach not only Supreme Soul, but the ultimate powerhouse, the Almighty Authority. Anantji is asking, Bapuji, what will be the state of people who do not believe in theory of karma? Bapuji is answering, those who do not believe in karma, they tend to do wrong deeds throughout their life. Their life is just like animal that eats, drinks and sleeps. They just want to enjoy and have fun in their lifetime. But when they die, they become ghosts. They see hundreds, thousands of ghosts around them. They will be captured by stronger spirits and taught lessons for not believing in theory of karma and the existence of God. Then the group of spirits teaches them and gives them lessons for their deeds they had done when they were alive. Then at that point the soul realizes there is God above. When the soul was in human body, they didn't realize the existence of God and theory of karma. But after leaving the body, they become conscious and realize there is God. So they get distressed. Anantji is asking, Bapuji, people chant rosary and then when they go home, they fight. They can't even do anything for the welfare of their own soul. So their condition might be same as you have mentioned. But now my question is, when the result of sinful deeds comes in front, then the feelings like lust, anger, greed, attachment and ego arise. So how should one protect themselves from such emotions? Bapuji is answering, first we need to understand that in order to remember the Supreme Soul, the Paramatma, you don't need to chant the rosary. You need to do yoga. Yoga means connection. You need to connect with the Supreme Soul. You need to remember Him through your mind. But before that, you need to understand who you are. You have to know you are soul and experience the soul conscious stage. You need to attain Sthit Pragya stage, in which you will be neutrally situated in all situations. It's said in Gita that you won't attain me through japa, chants, tapa, penance, dhyan, meditation or yoga. The question is, if you don't know who is the Supreme Soul, Paramatma, then who will you meditate upon? That's why first subject is Gyaan, the knowledge. If you have watched the movie Oh My God, it's shown there as well that the one who seeks me in temples, churches or mosques won't be able to attain me. If that's the case, then where is Paramatma? Where can we find him? We need to find him through knowledge. Muslims say that Khuda Ta'ala is beyond seven skies. Anandji is saying, in Christianity also, they believe in the Judgment Day, although they don't have any specific thesis of karma. They don't believe in reincarnation, so they have no worries of their action. But they do believe in Judgment Day, that they will have to settle their accounts of their deeds. In our religion, we talk about complete salvation and free from the karmas. Are these things true, Bapuji? Bapuji is answering. First, let's talk and understand about the Judgment Day described in the Bible. Judgment Day will be the last day of the Qiyamah or Doomsday. There will be settlement of all the karmas of the human beings. They don't believe in the reincarnation, but they still believe in the Judgment Day. They believe that on the Doomsday, God will come on earth from the absolute power and will take the souls to the heaven abode. Therefore, they bury the dead body under the earth instead of burning. They don't burn dead bodies like in Hindu religion. They know when God will come from the supreme abode, he will lift the souls from the graveyard. Although the soul has already departed from the body buried in graveyard, but they know that the Judgment Day will come when all the books of karma will be turned over and taken care for all the individual souls. Anantji is saying, but according to our knowledge, we have Judgment Day, every second. For them, it might be the last day, but for us, it happens every day, every second. If one does any sinful act, then their heart will experience agony. The fruit of sinful act comes forward immediately. Bapuji is saying, yes, certainly, every second is the Judgment Day. Knowledgeable people think what to think even before they think. They stay in thoughtless stage. They will ignore what they see and think. They know that when they see a person and have sight and mind upon that person, then the negativity from the person's aura will be transferred to them. That's why they avoid what they see and hear. Anantji is asking, Bapuji, does the sight or seeing something create karmic bondages? Bapuji is answering, the art of avoiding things, even though we are looking at them, is not to create the image of that situation or person or things into your mind, but to connect mind with Almighty God constantly with the eyes looking at them. Anandji is saying, sometimes when a person is in front of us and we don't notice them, because our eyes are on them but our focus or our mind is somewhere else. So that means whatever we see that doesn't affect us as long as that hasn't come to our focus or mind. Bapuji is saying, the persistent yogi or karma yogi, they are always connected to the absolute power through their mind. So every moment our mind should be bonded with the Paramatma, the Supreme Soul. Then gradually the continuous connection or yoga or remembrance with Paramatma will bring upon power to you. You will be able to get answers to all your questions within yourself. When soul becomes pure and affirmative, the soul goes for self-analysis and realization. Your mind will become wise and intellectual. Your mind will go towards positive thoughts. You will contemplate over supreme and divine knowledge. You will develop the understanding. You will do brainstorming and go in deep introspection. Just like the churning of ocean by deities and devil release the nectar of immortality, you will churn the knowledge and become pure and positive. You will think upon the supreme divine knowledge. You will go into deep self-absorption. Immortal and blissful knowledge will be immersed within. With a continuous connection with Paramatma, all the sins or bikarma will be destroyed. Anantji is asking, Bapuji, what is salvation? Does it mean free from the act of karmas? Bapuji is answering, I have discussed about salvation in one of my videos. Salvation or moksha means the amalgamation of soul into the Supreme Soul. It is the stage of mergence of soul into the Supreme Soul. The existence of soul is over. This is called salvation. Ananti is asking, is it possible to attain salvation now? Without clearing the karmic bondage, the soul cannot attain salvation, isn't it? Bapuji is saying, for this, the soul needs to reach Paramdham, the supreme abode, and then unite in Paramprakash, the divine radiance. But today, the souls do not have power to ascend toward the higher celestial levels. The Almighty Authority has planned Mukti, salvation, and Jivan Mukti. In earlier videos, I have talked about the world transformation. The entire earth will transform. So, salvation is when the soul unites himself into the Supreme Soul. The soul fuses with the divine light of the absolute power. Anandji is asking, Bapuji, what kind of karmas would be in the welfare of human beings and what kind of karmas do not bind the souls? Bapuji is saying, see, if you do satkarma or positive actions, you will go to Swarga or heaven. But still, you will be bonded to the karmic relations. When you keep your actions pure and positive, you will get the fruit as happiness and content. Anandji is asking, what if a person wants neither happiness nor sorrow? Bapuji is answering, for that one needs to adopt Nishkam karma, that is, selfless or desireless karma or akarma. Any action or karma carried out in the remembrance of God will not bind the soul in karmic relations. You will be free from the burden of the karmas. You will attain karmatit stage, that is, above and beyond the state of performing karmas. You will reach the supreme abode. Anantji is saying, Bapuji, there is one common perception of the people that after doing 10 sinful acts, then following one virtuous act, like donating, will nullify the effect that is supposed to come from the bad karmas. Bapuji is answering, yes, this trend is popular nowadays. They say if you give 10% of the unlawfully earned wealth to temples or mosques or in godly services, Then the rest of the wealth will be divine wealth or Daivi Lakshmi. Anantji is saying, some leaders teach such things. They manipulate people for their self-interest. But that's wrong practice and shouldn't be adopted. Anyways, Bapuji, does the soul have to bear the fruits of the karmas of their creations as well? Bapuji is answering, yes, certainly. For example, Faristas in the higher abode created millions of creations. Those millions of creations then gradually performed multiple creations with their thought power and declined in power and became deities. Deities also performed multiple creations gradually. So, the karma or action performed by the creations will affect the original creator soul. The karma carried out by creations, whether it's good or bad, that will ultimately affect the creator. Even Supreme Soul has to face the result of karmas of his creations, due to which he takes incarnations on earth. This is also endurance. Therefore, the creation should be done wisely. The creation shouldn't be such that will hurt you and others. Ananti is asking, Bapuji, when does our donations go in vain? If the donations reach on the hands of wrong people, will that create the bikarma or negative karmic bondage? Bapuji is answering, one should always donate to the right deserving candidate. For example, you donated to a person and that person used that money for liquor and do sinful act, then who will be responsible for that? Supporting and donating to the negative people will add your negative karmas. If you donate to the devilish people like Ravan, then you will become like him. So it's just about common sense to whom we should donate. You can think of yourself who is the right person to give to. Nowadays, many religious or non-religious organizations feed people. They may feed people under the shelter of tents or in temples or mosques, but the majority of the wealth used in feeding people comes from corruption or black money. People who donate money in such occasions or place do not pay tax. They believe that donating 10% of their black money in religious places or religious programs will make black money into white. Also, the youngsters or the members of such trust or organizations are Tamo Pradhan souls. They just go to the organization for fun and relaxation. They will be eating, drinking, and maybe someone will be massaging their feet too. So, feeding these kind of people for free is a big sin. If you really want to feed people and do godly service, you should feed the one who is in real need. You can go to the slum area and feed the poor people. People go to the religious tour, they go to the Ambaji temple. But 90% of those people do not have pure heart. The real devotee don't show themselves in the crowd. So we must think, what am I doing? Whom am I serving? If there is no knowledge and wisdom, then there is ignorance and darkness. When a person conquers unlawful wealth, then his mind also becomes devilish. Anantji saying, let's say there is a poor person and he starts getting 100,000 rupees per day. Then what would he do with that money? He would go crazy. Bapuji is saying, the devil nature souls are minting money these days because Asuri Dhan or unlawful wealth or black money stays with devils. Therefore, we observe the kingdom of devils these days. Good and kind people don't have money. Anantji is asking, does misery or suffering clear our negative karmic bondage or bikarma? For example, event of unhappiness and sorrow came into our life, and if we suffered a lot due to that, does that mean our sins are washed off? Bapuji is answering, but that's just one mishap. There are uncountable sins soul has accumulated from many births. As the soul has accumulated ocean of sins, the result of karma will come in front every second. They will come under the cycle of karmic bondages every moment. The negative thoughts created in one's mind due to the situations will only add up more negative bondages. Anantji is saying, when the bad days pass, we thank God that the omnious has gone, but next moment another evil event takes place. Bapuji is saying, soul needs knowledge to be free from the bondage of life and death cycle. Anantji is saying, Bapuji, I just want to talk about a person named Varun Prithi. He is a nice guy. He has uploaded his videos on YouTube and Facebook. He is working for kindness, humanity, and peace. He is an inspiration for us. I would request all to see his videos because he has done great job. He has helped those people who are in real need and those who don't want to beg for money but want to work hard. But due to the financial crisis and lack of instruments, he works only on small scale. He purchases and provides materials or resources so that people can work for their living. He teaches lesson that we should keep a generous eye on them and not to bargain with them, as they are earning only for their everyday survival. They are not taking anyone's money to build building or such things. For example, we usually argue with auto rickshaw in order to save some amount of money. So he has come up with inspiring concept. Now moving further, Bapuji, we have different perception and beliefs in our society. To come out of it, one needs to have knowledge. My question is, does soul perform any karmas after death? Bapuji is answering, soul is eternal, immortal and indestructible. Our body is made up of 5 elements. The 2 elements, water and earth elements, get burnt in fire. The soul remains in 3 elemental form even after death. After death also, the soul could feel and could come in emotions. So that way they get involved in karmas. Whether the soul becomes ghost or deity, they still do the karma. The deities live in 3rd astral layer, that is in Swargalok or heaven world, and they are still bound to karma. Going further to upper astral layers from Swargalok is Mahalok, then Janalok, Tapalok, then Brahmapuri, Vishnupuri, Shivapuri, and then Supreme Abode, the Paramdham. When the soul is in Supreme Abode or Paramdham, they attain the incorporeal state or Nirakari stage. There, the soul is knowledgeful, the soul is in thoughtless stage. Although the soul is in thoughtless stage in Supreme Abode, but still they think at very subtle level. The thoughts are the karma. After death, when the soul reaches Supreme Abode, then the soul is free from cycle of birth and death. But the soul attains Gyaan Swarupam stage, in which soul is full of knowledge. That is also karma. Anantji is saying, Bapuji, you always mention about Gita that Lord Krishna said to Arjuna, O Arjuna, if you remember me in soul conscious form, then all your bikarma or bad actions will be destroyed. So, can anyone reach such stage as per the essence of Gita? And does that eliminate the karmic bondages or bikarma? Bapuji is saying, it's mentioned in Gita to forget body and bodily relation, but not to abandon them, only to forget while living in a family life, being in soul conscious stage, and to remember the Supreme Soul. Then all bikarma will be eliminated. But because people don't have the knowledge and know the actual process due to which they can't connect to Supreme Soul. If you need electricity in your house, then you will need to have connections with the powerhouse. Similarly, Supreme Soul is the powerhouse for a soul. We, as a soul, need to connect with the powerhouse of soul, that is, the Supreme Soul, accurately. Then the power will flow to us. When we perform yoga accurately, then the recordings of our karmic bondages will be eliminated. Anantji is asking, if a person is engaged throughout his life in remembrance of God by worshipping God or reciting holy books, then will he be free from his sins or bikarma? Bapuji is saying, today there are hundreds and thousands of gods on earth. If you go to subtle world, there are also many gods in each subtle layer. For example, first 100,000 kilometers there is one god. For second 100,000 kilometers there is another god. And for another 100,000 kilometers there is again another god. So if you go above subtle layers, there are many gods just like on earth. Despite of establishment of 100,000 religious centers on earth, has happiness and peace prevailed on our planet? It's a common sense that even after establishment of so many religious centers, there is no peace and happiness on earth. That means we are not connected to the original Supreme Soul. It's said in Gita, you will attain whom you remember. So, whoever you think of, you will inherit their qualities. You will receive what is recorded in their soul. Anantji is saying, Krishna said in Gita that if you remember a lustful person, you will receive quality of lust. If you remember an angry person, then you will have his quality of anger. Remembrance of ancestors will make way to your ancestors. If you remember gods and goddesses, you will go to gods and goddesses in their respective layers. Bapuji, my question is, can we do something to destroy bikarma of all the souls? What can we do for the welfare of whole world? Bapuji is saying, first, develop your vision in wider perspective. Whatever is happening in the world at the moment will not change anything. For the transformation of the whole world, we first need to think beyond religion, caste, and community. First, have a broad sense, while understanding the knowledge, have knowledge of Supreme Soul. Then, know who is the Almighty Authority, develop self-contemplation. Get connected directly with Almighty Authority through meditation. Then you will receive power. Through the power of meditation and self-contemplation or So-Chintan, you will be able to transform. Then your behavior and attitude will create peace and happiness in the family. Whoever comes into your connection will also be transformed. So, firstly, you have to change yourself. After self-transformation, make a group of good souls who know and believe in Almighty Authority. And then devote time and thoughts for the welfare of the world. Meditate for the welfare of the world. Bring down the power from the highest of the high supreme abode. And spread the thought that there is supreme peace all around the infinite Brahmans or solar systems. Today, it's not only our solar system that is suffering, but wherever there is solar system, there is Earth-like planets. Wherever there is physical world, there are souls and they are suffering. So, the misery we are seeing is spread not only on this earth or solar system, but throughout the infinite Brahmans. So, first know the Almighty Authority, know and understand His infinite creations, change the way of thinking with the power of Sankalp or thoughts, have faith on Almighty and keep in connection with Him. Meditate upon Almighty Authority, the ultimate powerhouse, and bring down that supreme light through power of meditation. Create the thoughts for positive transformation of infinite solar systems. Anantji is asking, Bapuji, can soul perform Niskam karma after death? Bapuji is saying, after death, souls have subtle body of 3 elements. If the soul had done good karma and had attained knowledge while in human life on earth, and wishes to do good work, then such soul can progress after death and make way for their salvation. They can move on to second or to third astral layer, where they can carry on the journey in thoughtless stage and in remembrance of Supreme Soul and get good results. Anantji is asking, is remembrance of Supreme Soul a niskam karma or desireless action? Bapuji is saying, any work done in remembrance of Supreme Soul is niskam karma. Such work will not create any karma bandhan, and soul following niskam karma will gradually ascend to supreme abode. Anantji is asking, in today's world, what is 100% karma yoga? Bapuji is answering, 100% karma yoga will make you free from bondages of karma or deeds and take you towards karmatit avastha, that is above and beyond the stage of performing karma. Anantji is saying, that means not to desire for the result of karma. Bapuji is saying, Niskam Karma Yoga is continuous yoga. When you have knowledge of Supreme Soul and in continuous connection with Him, your soul will receive power from Him. Your thoughts will change. You will assimilate Supreme Soul qualities. You will become ocean of kindness, ocean of love, and gradually your quality of thoughts will transform. You will have thoughts for welfare of infinite world, not only this physical world. You will detach from the physicality of infinite world and have renunciation and austerity for the welfare of infinite creations. You will have thoughts to transform the infinite world. The main thing is knowledge, and transformation is knowledge. Anantji is saying, those who do more devotional service or bhakti, why they have to suffer more? Like Bhakta Prahlad, he was devotee of Lord Vishnu, but he went through lot of sufferings. Bapuji is saying, people are following path of devotion, and many of them may say that I haven't done anything bad in this life, then why I have to suffer so much without doing anything wrong? But we need to know that the soul is in human form for many births, and the karmic bondages have been accumulated for many births as sanchit karma. So, the soul has to go through the fruits of accumulated karmic bondages, although those may not be from current birth. Also, if the soul is a devotee of one who doesn't have any power, then what will he get in return? First, think whom you are worshipping. Are you worshipping powerful or powerless? It's mentioned in Gita that those who worship deities or demons, those who don't know me, those who live only for themselves, are like animal. So know me, I will give you Parampad, the supreme position. If you are following path of devotion and you don't know who you are worshipping, then what will you get? Anantji is asking, is pure love or prem towards God or niskam karma? Bapuji is answering, 18 varieties of yoga with Supreme Soul have been mentioned. One of them is Prem Yoga. The pure love towards Supreme Soul is Prem Yoga. For example, Sri Krishna is the incarnation of Supreme Authority and devotees love him. The one who knows the Supreme Authority, follows him and keeps in connection with him will inherit all the qualities of Supreme Soul. They would love the whole world despite that the world would not love them back. People will charge against such devotees. That's why the devotees say, "Oh God, I remember you, but still I have to hear negative remarks." Anantji is asking, Bapuji, good and bad incidents happen. Many times when there is a bad incident, we don't stand up to help. Will this become a bikarma? Bapuji is saying, when two oxen are fighting with each other, will you try to stop them? If you do so, you will be in trouble for yourself. Such souls have habit of fighting. It's wise to remain distance from such people or souls. Anantji is asking, that's right, but what if an accident happens and we don't do anything but instead move on? Bapuji is answering, whenever you see an accident, then the best duty is to call an ambulance. But if you become witness, then you have to visit court and get muddled up. Instead, the law and order policies need to be changed for the benefit of people. Anantji is saying, Supreme Court had given instruction that injured should be given assistance to take them to the hospital. Bapuji is saying, yes, it's your duty to call the ambulance, but don't become emotional. If you flow with emotions, it will take you nowhere. Control your emotions and always go beyond your emotions. Anantji is asking, how to go beyond emotions. I have seen many people who themselves began to weep by seeing such situations. Bapuji is saying, emotional people are good and simple in nature. They don't like to see other people in miserable condition. But after knowing the theory of karma, you will come to know that the suffering is due to his own karma. It's good to have good wishes towards others, but simply having good feelings cannot change the situation. You need to have power too. Whatever is happening in one's life or whatever the sufferings one is going through in their life is due to their own past karmas. So leave all the emotions. Ananji is asking, when someone gets sick and we have good feelings and then pray for his fast recovery, do the feelings and prayers really help the person? Bapuji is saying, I saw in TV that a soldier in Lashkar died after being trapped in ice. All the people of the country prayed for his recovery. It's all due to his karmic bondages. People prayed for him. Praying and blessings of people bring over some power to overcome the situation. Anandi is saying, yes, he was in coma for 3 to 4 days in the hospital. Bapuji is saying, generally speaking, people can only give what they have. Let's say someone is blessing somebody. The one who is blessing thinks that he has power to benefit other person. But if he is himself sinful, then what kind of blessing can he give to others? The blessing then will only come as negative energy to the recipient. So the blessing won't be blessing, it will be negative energy. It's just common sense that one can give what they have. If someone is sinful, he can only transfer that sinfulness, that negative energy, that black aura to others. So, the first thing to consider is whether the person is capable of benefiting others or not. Ananji is saying, it's just like you give checks to the person without having money in the bank, and then the checks will bounce back. Nowadays, people give blessings, but they don't have capacity to fulfill it. Bapuji is saying, in ancient period, when everyone had knowledge of theory of karma, children would bow down to take blessings from elderly people. By doing so, they would come within the aura of that elderly person whom they were seeking blessings. Their aura was filled with positivity. So, those who come within their aura would get positive energy and blessings from heart. Our ancestors had the power of positivity, but today there is negativity all around. Aura has also become black or red. If you go within that aura, their negativity will pass on to you. So, first, seal your aura. Take knowledge how to seal aura, and also give this knowledge to others. Why is it necessary to secure your aura from negative effect? Negative people's aura extend at least up to 6 inches. When a person come in connection with other person, then one's negativity will transfer to other. There is exchange in aura. Anandi is saying, Lord Krishna said to Arjuna, O Arjuna, don't bother about ignorant people because they can't differentiate between happiness and misery. Those who don't have this wisdom can't be happy, so why are you worried? Bapuji is saying, today People are running after materialistic things. They want to earn money at any cost, whether by telling lies, by negative means, or by any sinful activities. But they have to suffer for their karmas. Even after many births, they will weep for this punishment. People feel sorry and cry to see those who are suffering. But the fact is, if you are feeling emotional, then you don't know the theory of karma. Anantji is saying, Krishna said in Gita, O Arjuna, don't flow in emotions, otherwise you will be lost. Bapuji is saying, that's why we shouldn't get emotional. We need to go beyond our emotions. That is Bhavatit stage, and remember the one, Almighty Authority. That's why Sri Krishna said in Gita, remember me, forget all other, surrender unto me. Anandji is asking, Bapuji, what kind of karma causes cancer? Bapuji is answering, cancer is not just the result of one birth. There is defect in subtle body due to actions and thoughts of many births. The cancer cells form due to the negative karma of many births. First, the cells of causal body of that part gets defected. Cells get discharged in causal body for many births. Then, the defect in the cells of causal body will gradually affect the subtle body and finally come to gross body as a disease. In order to overcome the disease and clear the karmic bondages or rectify the defect in causal body and subtle body, one needs to meditate upon the Supreme Soul and get power from Him. The power or Supreme Light from Supreme Soul will destroy the bikarma or negative karmic bondages from your soul and even cure cancer. Anantji is asking, so worshipping or performing havans or recitation of holy books are the methods to cure disease? Bapuji is saying, Lord Sri Krishna has said in Gita, I am not attainable through japa, tapa, dhyana and yoga. I am attainable only through knowledge. Today's world is a world of knowledge, whether it's to become a doctor or an engineer. So we need to know whom are we remembering through japa, chants, tapa, austerity, dhyana, meditation, and yoga connection. Anantji is asking, Bapuji, Lord Krishna also said that only through knowledge one can radiate Param Tattva like a lighted sun and will attain supreme abode. Bapuji is saying, only through knowledge you will know Supreme Soul, follow Him and meditate upon Him or keep in connection with Him. The Supreme Soul illuminates supreme light just like sun radiates its light. There is supreme light in supreme abode. It's said God is light or Sare Jahan ke Noor. Param Brahma, Parameshwar, Nirakar or the incorporeal. So, remembering the Supreme Light, the Supreme Soul, keeping in connection with Him directly will bestow power upon you. That will destroy the bikarma recorded on soul. Keeping in constant connection with Him will make you karma yogi. Anantji is asking, so will that eliminate bikarma? Bapuji is saying, Nirantar yogi or karma yogi don't remember anybody. They remember only one Supreme while eating, working or at the time of sleeping, which enable them to do nishkam karma. They will receive power gradually drop by drop and that will gradually recharge their casual body and destroy the big karma. In the end, when the soul depart their body, when all bad karmas are destroyed, then they will take incorporeal form and go to the supreme abode directly. This is very deep knowledge. But first subject is knowledge. With knowledge, you will be able to meditate. With meditation, all bikarma or negative karmic bondages will be eliminated and you will reach thoughtless Nisankalp stage. And that will lead to self-contemplation and self-transformation. Self-transformation will proceed you towards Jivan Mukti and towards Supreme Abode, the Paramdham. Anantji is saying, in the end, I would like to ask the viewers to share the knowledge in Facebook, YouTube or other social connections you have. That way, you can also participate for the good cause. I just remembered a joke and I would like to share that here. A fire broke out in someone's house. Everyone started pouring buckets of water on fire. But there was a person who didn't have that much stamina but still stood and threw a little glass of water. Then someone told him a glass or bottle of water cannot extinguish fire. He then replied that whether the fire would stop or not, but people would look at me as the one who helped to extinguish fire. My work might be small, but it would be counted. The main thing to understand from this joke is that every initiative for the good cause is a big thing and will be counted. So, I would like to request to all to share this video as much as possible. A small act of welfare is very big karma during this time. Bapuji is saying, I would like to say to all to make thought of welfare for the world. Always think that there is supreme peace all over the infinite Brahmans. You will become what you think of. Anantji is asking, Bapuji, can you guide us with some more tips for those who want to transform the world? What should they do? Bapuji is saying, before you change the world, change yourself. You will transform yourself when you have the knowledge of the Creator, the light of the infinite creations, Param Brahma, Parameshwar. So, the Param Brahma Parameshwar is the Almighty Authority, the one who is the Creator, Owner, and Father of the infinite creations. He is the one who resides in the highest of the high, supreme abode in incorporeal form. He is the Supreme Light. Remember the Supreme Light and create feelings that He is our great-great-grandfather. He is not the Father because He has created infinite creations. He is the controller of infinite world. Remember with feelings that He is your great-great-grandfather. Because without feeling, power won't come. Connect with transcendental love that you are His great-great-grandchildren. Create this feeling while in remembrance of Supreme Light. Be a karma yogi while eating, drinking, walking, and working all day and night. Gradually, all bikarma will be removed. Make a thought that supreme peace is prevailing in infinite Brahmans. Always think in larger perspective. As you think of, so is the attainment. The thought of supreme peace is happening all over the infinite Brahmand will turn all negativity into positivity in the world. Through the vibration of supreme peace, power will descend from the highest supreme abode, which will first burn out all karma in your body. There will be self-transformation. Your house will become a temple. Your mind will become a temple. You will be filled with so much power. And the moment when all your karma is destroyed, then whoever remembers you will experience the peace. People will say, by remembering you, I experience peace of mind. Your vices and flaws will vanish. Whoever remembers you, their karma will also be destroyed, and they will receive your power. You are connected with Powerhouse, and you are getting direct power from the Almighty Authority. You are blessed with power. Then whoever remembers you will also receive power and supreme peace. So let's make everybody have the experience of Paramshanti, the supreme peace. This is a very big karma. This holy and pious deed will make your big fortune. There will be peace in your home. If there is any negative energy or ghost in your home, then they will run away. Positive aura will be created in place of negative aura. Everything will change. Self-transformation is the world transformation. Anantji is saying, thank you very much for today, Bapuji. Paramshanti. Dear viewers, I would like to thank you for watching this video. The link for the original Hindi video is given in the description box below. Please feel free to like and share our videos. You are most welcome to subscribe our channel. There are lots of other videos on various topics. I hope Bapuji's videos, knowledge and practice process will make positive difference in your life. Finally, let's put together our sankalp for the peace of entire creation. Let the infinite peace prevail in the infinite solar systems, galaxies, universes, and multiverses. Behad ki param 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 महा शांति है। की परम शांति सोचो बोलो परम शांति। Join us daily for live meditation, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. on YouTube Live. Subscribe now. Website www.paramshanti.org. Email us anant@paramshanti.org. Like, share, subscribe. Join today.